Good morning, Artesia, the radio show. You know, I get the email, hey, Lou Dobbs is back. We're doing the Lou Dobbs show. So we sign up to carry Lou Dobbs, and Lou Dobbs is not there.
No.
He's like on vacation. It's like, well, you didn't tell me that Lou Dobbs is on vacation this week. Maybe we would have delayed starting the Lou Dobbs show until we could tell people that
You had it.
that Lou Dobbs was back. So
Yes.
maybe he'll be back Monday.
Interesting.
Knock on wood. So Lunch and Learn. What is Lunch and Learn? What goes on during a Lunch and Learn?
A little bit of luncheon, a little bit of learning.
Yes. It's just our way of being able to provide the community with information that, like, kind of that higher level information that we don't always get to hear. We're having two coming up, one
Okay.
in May, or one right now in May, and one next month in June. The first one, May 24th, next Tuesday, so a week from today, we're having Dr. Salgado from Artesia General Hospital to come.
The CEO.
Yes. And he's going to speak about, kind of how the hospital is doing, any upcoming new things that they're implementing, like the behavioral therapy stuff, and then kind of like living through COVID, how that affected them, how they're moving forward from that, plans for the future, any construction just anything that's going on at the hospital on that higher level of, any doctors coming in or specialists for this, or if they're losing just all the different things. So I think just that kind of stuff is really important to know, not only as a chamber, so that we can turn around and provide that information for people like visiting or relocating to the area, but it's good to get that information out to the public as well. And so we gather at the country club. It's $10 to get in. That just basically pays for your lunch, because we'll have a taco bar or something like that, nacho bar, something like that, for lunch. And and then you just get to hear from kind of the higher level stuff. We have done, the Artesia Public Schools already in the past.
Fletzy?
We did Fletzy as well, kind of them living through COVID and opening back up and things like that. So I think it's something that we really just want to continue on all the time. Just being able to hear from what's going on at the refinery, what's going on at the schools, all these big things that are in Artesia. So we're really excited for that. Next Tuesday, Dr. Salgado with Artesia General Hospital. And then in June, on the 14th, is going to be Paul Gessing with the Rio Grande Foundation.
Yep.
So he's going to come and talk. That one's going to be a little more political.
A little.
Well,
Well, the good news about Paul is it'll be right after the primary.
the primaries, that's true.
And so he can assess and analyze the results of the primary, and maybe even give some insights as to what to expect in the general election in the fall. So
Yeah.
that'll be a good one. Paul's a good guy.
I was at the DMV yesterday.
You were.
And the big giant sign out front, early voting.
Yep.
It's time.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. So
I don't know. I think it's kind of silly to vote this early, but that's just me. I'm
you haven't made up your mind yet?
no, I
primary?
haven't. To be honest with you, I have not, because there's some really great candidates for governor in the party that I'm a member of.
Yeah.
I don't have any choices in the other party
I was
that
just
I'm a
gonna
member
say.
of, and so
You just gave yourself away.
I can be in both parties because I have two different names,
Oh, that's right.
so I can vote twice on election day. I just don't vote in the same voter center on election day.
You do not. He would never say that on the air. Just like he doesn't burn DVDs, folks. Or have Napster.
I can burn DVDs. I'm just not in that computer.
Or he doesn't have Napster.
I never did have Napster. I never did.
At least not
but
in
any
that
case,
computer.
in any case, I have not made up my mind
Okay.
in the governor's race, in the primary for the party that I'm a member of.
Okay.
I have not made up my mind.
What will help you?
Okay. Who should I vote for?
No, I'm asking like. Well, I can't tell you that. We have to be Switzerland at the chamber.
That's right.
But we can help you get registered. I know you're already registered,
I'm
but we can
registered.
help others get registered.
That's right.
We will not point you in any direction as far as what party to register for.
Right.
But we can register you at the chamber.
Which is good.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I don't know. What information do you still need is kind of what I'm asking.
Well, I don't know if I'm alone in this, but my biggest concern is not so much the qualifications of the candidates. I think any one of them, my personal opinion, any one of them would be a fantastic governor. So let me say that. Including my sister. No.
Sister, cousin, uncle.
My cousin.
Yes,
yeah.
sister,
no,
cousin,
no
aunt.
relation. What's in my mind, and I'm sure this is a lot of voters, is which one of them can actually attract enough votes from the other side
Right.
to win in November. And that is where I don't know. To me, there's not a clear rise above the others. Yeah, that one has the best chance.
Yeah.
Yet.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a few that say though,
Well, of course, yeah.
I'm from that area. I can get Bernalillo, and so we'll see.
And I'm sure they can. I'm sure they've got a good support in that area. But that's, for me, that's the big hesitation on going in and saying,
Yeah.
I'll pick this one over that one, is, in all fairness and reality, which one actually has the honest to goodness best chance to win, because that's what it's all about. I mean, you can vote on principle,
Right.
and you'll a lot of times lose every single time based on principle. So at some point in time, you gotta win,
Yeah.
and then you can work on the edges there. But that's good to know that the chamber is a voter registration location, so you can get signed up and get
Yeah, and
registered
after
to
the
vote.
primaries, we really plan to really push that. So,
And you've
I
had
know
a
in
lot of the
past-
candidates have
Yeah.
stopped by the chamber. You've hosted different meetings with some of the candidates.
Yeah,
Great.
we've had Rebecca Dow in there.
No relation.
Yeah,
Greg Zanetti.
Greg Zanetti. We've had
Jay
Weather-
Block.
Jay, I was going to say
Jay
Jay's been there,
and
hasn't he?
and Ron Ketty.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've had all four of those, and it's really just not that we're hosting; it's just a place for them to have their meet and greet,
Yep.
and we provide a space for them. But yeah, after the primaries, we really want to push the voter registrations, and so one of the things that Haley and Debbie used to do, and we'd like to get back into it now after COVID and things are open back up, is if you have your company if you've got a bunch of people that aren't registered that need to register but can't make it to the chamber from 8 to 5 because they work in the oil field or they leave at 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever the case may be, we are offering, we can come to your place
Okay.
and do it, whether it's on shift change so that you've got the bigger group coming in, this group's leaving, this group's coming in, whatever. We can work with the schedule for your company so that these guys don't have to, try to worry about making it to the DMV or to the chamber or whatever.
We have been known to be in the oil field at 5 a.m.
Yes.
Wow.
From what I hear.
Yes.
You personally have not yet
Not we
experienced that.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll do it.
Yes.
That's
just
great.
Just a little perk or something we like to offer. So anyway.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So the Lunch and Learn is the May 24th is Dr. Salgado. Then June 14th is the Rio Grande Foundation and Paul Gessing, and that's where we got veered into the
Political. Yeah.
Yep.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
You had a couple events in recent history.
Correct.
Yes.
You had the community event fair. What was that called?
Summer Activities
Summer
Fair.
Activities
Yep.
Fair. Sean, in his ancient, cheap Android thing, sent me this little thumb clip that was 3 seconds long.
Oh
Wow.
no, it didn't record.
Well, I think it recorded to to the best of the ability to the Android phone that he has.
Oh.
I always give him a hard time.
I was just
'cause he's
gonna say
Android.
you are throwing that Android word out there, aren't
I'm
you?
throwing that out there. So, but what he said was it was packed.
For a while.
And you were telling, and I think Lana went out there to pick up some flyers and stuff. And so, how did that go? Was that
was
pretty
awesome.
successful?
Man, it was amazing. We had
Record-breaking.
33 booths. That includes Sean,
Right.
which is cool.
Totally
He's a total
counts.
booth. Yeah. Some of the booths were running out of their materials early, and they printed a lot. We had anything from of course, like the pool and the Arts Council, Ocotillo stuff.
Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts,
Yeah, Boy Scouts, Girl
sports.
Scouts, Cub Scouts were there. They were giving away like little potted plants.
That was nice.
And just kind of showcasing some of the things that they do as Cub Scouts. Of course, churches with all their VBSs all summer and all the different dates. The rec center was there with all their stuff. I mean, we had the Artesia High School girls basketball and volleyball, and they're doing camps this summer. We had the soccer folks there. They even had a mascot, a bulldog mascot out there.
Yeah, it was pretty
wow.
It
cute.
was fun. Focus magazine was out, just supplying their brand new. It had just hit shelves that day, so
That was cool.
it was
Awesome.
fun. I mean, we had fair information out. We had 4th of July information out that literally like Haley and I went to go set up at the event, like the tables and stuff. And Coxi stayed at the chamber because we were like, okay, we have this flyer and it's almost here. I bet you she sends it. If she sends it, print it and then rush it over.
Let's tell them why Coxie really stayed at the chamber. I threw my back out like an 80-year-old woman, and they had to go set up all these things, and I couldn't even stand up straight. I was like, I'm going to print these papers when they come in for you guys. I'll be there in an hour.
But that was the best help, honestly. It really was.
It worked out.
Yeah, poor thing. I've done that before. It was like the worst pain ever. Anywho,
Yeah.
it was a successful event. I mean, I really, honest to goodness, think 250, 300 people came through.
That's
Families came through.
That's great.
So right after school is when it hits hard, right at 3:30 when we open. And it used to, when we did it, the last time we were able to do it in 2019, it kind of fizzled out around 4. And then we kind of sat there and people packed up around 5, even though we stay open till 5:30. But this time it was a steady stream. It finally started sort of dying down, but not even really, like at 4:30, 4:45.
Good.
So yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was great.
And we had a little boy walk up to our table, the chamber table, because we just provide like a bag to put everything in and a community guide, walking tour, chip clip, fans, little tchotchkes. And he walks up to our table and he goes, "So what is your camp?" And I said, "You know what?
What did Coxie say?
we
Oh,
have
you weren't there.
She
No,
was
I was
there.
Oh, you were there by that.
She was sitting at the table, and we both kind of looked at each other, and I was like, "You know what? This walking tour would be so much fun for you to do with your family." And I just gave him this. You get to walk around Artesia, and you get to see all the statues and the library. And he was just like, "Wow, cool, thanks."
Yeah, he was
Awesome.
into it.
Awesome.
She sold it.
It was so funny.
That's
but
great.
it was a fun time. We had a good
Yeah,
time.
well-
So we plan to keep doing them.
Okay.
It's a great resource. We heard nothing but good come out of it, honestly. And even the ones that couldn't be there to man their table, they brought the information and they set it up real cute, and then they came and they set up their display, and then they came back and picked it all up right on time. And we had one that was doing a VBS that couldn't come, but the VBS, like, the theme is kind of like heyday farm
Farm animals.
and so they couldn't be there. So she made these balloon, like, sort of people, and one was a cow and one was a pig, and that was
It was
the people
super
that
cute.
manned their
Yeah.
table. So it was fun.
Too bad they didn't have you remember you're probably too young, the Speak and Says? You remember those little toys? You pulled the rope and then it would,
Like Woody from Toy Story.
It had a little.
the cow
It-
goes moo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
They could have had the Speak and Say there and pulled it, and then whichever animal came out, that's the balloon you could get or something.
Hours.
Yeah.
Wow, Gene, that's a good idea.
Right?
They would have loved that.
Yeah, that would've been really fun.
Maybe
that
the
would-
chamber will do that next year.
Yeah.
We even had like an MMA person there doing.
Oh, yeah.
Like he
Boxing.
Martial arts?
Yeah, martial arts. You could put on the gloves and he would let you
Try
spar
to
with them a
punch 'em?
little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was signing up kids classes. It was fun.
That's
it was
good.
a really
That's
cute
good.
event.
It was
Well,
awesome.
Glad it turned out well, and look for that again next spring.
Yep.
In 2023. I can't believe we're saying that.
Me neither.
The other thing that you did last week is you had the drawing for the Chamber Bucks.
Woohoo! It was
goodness.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
we started this last fall. Goodness
Yeah.
gracious, selling tickets.
Mhm.
And I feel so bad for the people who were the first ones to buy tickets. Anyway,
They've
I
been
don't want to name
waiting.
names. I know they've been waiting so
Anticipation
patiently.
is half the fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we
Somebody should
finally
do a song called Anticipation.
Anticipation is making me wait.
Keep working on that. That might be a hit song.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Look there.
Remix. Okay.
Speaking of songs, did you hear the KSVIP today?
No.
No, you got to hear the KSVIP.
Okay.
Hold
Let's
your
do
thought.
it.
Hold your thought.
Okay.
Let me go back to
Let's
the
do it.
KSVIP for today.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
All right. Take a listen to this, folks. Today's KSVIP is Brenda Kirkwood. Brenda is celebrating an anniversary today, and here's a special message just for you.
You're my honey bunch, my pretty honey bunch. I love you so much, yes I do. 'Cause you're my honey bunch, my pretty, pretty honey bunch. And I love you, yes I do.
Today's KSVIP, Brenda Kirkwood. Happy 36th anniversary. So-
That was
Wait a second. He's good at golf and singing?
I guess.
Jeremy Maupin, you got a song coming out for you, babe. Next VIP.
When's his birthday?
Soon enough. I got to practice.
So, because I play that, because both of you have sung.
Ish.
In,
Go ahead, Jess. I
in-
haven't heard you sing.
No.
Well, you did. Well, no, you didn't actually sing in the Chamber Bucks deal, did you?
No, I danced.
You were just waving the.
I was the dancer.
She was the hype girl.
But
And
Coxi
she
has
was-
sung in
she's
commercials.
good, man.
Yeah. So anyway, on the Chamber Bucks.
That was
so,
awesome. Good job, Paul.
Excellent. And for those that know, that was Paul. That, you're going, gosh, I didn't know we have so much talent here in Artesia.
Hashtag couple goals right there, man.
Right?
So, but you were able to finally have. I say finally have. You finally got, because you started last fall.
We drew some winners.
picked a day and you had a winner. So
Lucky Friday the 13th. We
Yes.
felt it was right.
Yes. So we will. I don't have the list. We don't have the list in front of me, but we can tell you who won the big bucks.
Okay.
The
Grand prize
grand
winner.
prize was
$2,022. Coach Michael Mondragon.
Really?
Woo!
Wow.
How fun.
I know.
Yes.
It
Well,
was pretty cool.
yeah.
And he was like a last minute call in too. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you're a lucky dog.
I know. That happened to my mother-in-law. She was one of the last to buy tickets for something, and she ends up winning. And it was something that they had been selling tickets for like a year and a half.
Isn't that
kind of
crazy?
Like us. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like one of those Polaris like razor things
Mm-hmm.
from back. It was awesome. And then they drew it at Red Dirt Black Gold that year, and she won. But it was so loud and everyone's talking. She didn't hear her name.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that's announcing knows her personally, and so he decides to say her name and then starts rattling off her phone number.
Oh boy.
From the stage.
Yes, on purpose.
In front of people.
Isn't that like illegal?
And she's like, "You stinker! Like all these people now could have my phone number." He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna be getting dates left and right. People are gonna want to ride around in that thing."
Well, and Coach Mondragon could take that money if he wanted to buy one for himself. He could apply that to the purchase of
Yeah.
one from one of our local
Yeah.
chamber members.
$2,022 in chamber bucks, and he gets to pick.
Over 100 places to burn that cash.
Yep. He's
So-
going to take us to Adobe Rose.
Yeah,
we
that's
already know
what
that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, really.
I'm just kidding.
Should.
I should.
That's only right.
We answered his phone call when he wanted to buy a
Right?
ticket.
Yeah.
You're
We
welcome.
put his name down. No.
I think that's only fair.
No, it was so much fun. We had a good
It
time.
was
We
fun.
went Facebook Live, so if
Friday was
y'all
fun.
want to go watch it, it's on our Facebook page, our Teacher Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, if you're curious, if you're one of the 5 other winners, it is on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your names were announced.
Yep.
But we'll also
Because there
be
were some
calling you
some $100 winners or
Five.
5 $100
five
winners.
$100
Yep.
winners.
Yeah. So
Well, good.
exciting. But we also have, I know we only have like 5 minutes, but I want to quick talk about 4th of July.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
Same
Coming up, we're excited. We are getting everything finalized online on our our actual website, artesiachamber.com. We're getting all of the online signups ready to go, but we had a meeting with all the people, whether we've already talked to them on the phone or we actually met in person, and we're really excited. So
All the people who put on the 4th of July
yeah,
events.
because there's so many different things happening around town. It's nice to just get everyone together one time, get all the details so that we can all have each other's information and then roll with it. But yeah, we're excited. It's starting on July 2nd.
Saturday.
2 events,
2 events.
golf and a truck rodeo.
Ah, well, that'll be fun.
If you've ever wanted to drive a big rig,
I have.
you have to be 18.
I am.
But you can go to Artesia Training Academy that day, and they're doing hot dogs and hamburgers. You get to drive a big rig truck.
Will flames come out of my straight pipes?
Probably. Oh my God. I have no idea. No, I don't know.
That'd be
Straight
interesting.
stacks? What are they called?
Well, let me ask you this question because,
Sure.
and you probably don't know the answer to this yet, but you know that this is like everybody's question right now, and that's fireworks, as dry as it's been and with the drought, have you gotten any indication at all from anybody at the state level as to what they might allow for fireworks this year?
Not at the state level.
Okay.
We have been working closely. I say we. Haley's been in really good contact with our mayor about, okay, what are we going to do? What's Plan B? What, all the
Right.
things. And so they're staying in contact for that. We're hopeful that if there is a ban on fireworks, hopefully it's just more of like a
On the personal stuff,
personal side, and you can still have a city show. We're also working with the company that provides the fireworks on that, and staying, on the forefront of it, and just keep watching and praying for rain.
Pray for rain. Yep.
That would be the number one thing to do, because that's what is the missing component right
Yes.
now.
If you see us out front, like by our flagpoles,
Yeah, it's just a rain dance.
Rain
Don't
dancing.
be concerned.
Okay.
Just
You know.
jump out,
Join
join
in.
us.
That's what I was
exactly.
gonna say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Join
Park
in.
legally and
isn't
come on
that
over.
the Man of the House? Do you remember that movie with Jonathan Taylor Thomas? When
Oh,
he was
yes, I
younger,
think
Man
so.
of the House.
Mhm.
And they do a rain dance, and it dance when he gets into that like Indian tribe.
Let's do it. Can't hurt. Can't hurt.
Anywho, no, we're watching and we're listening
Sure.
very closely to see. I feel like the governor won't announce anything until closer to time. But
yeah.
A lot could change before then.
yeah,
It could rain.
We got a lot of rain last year.
we could, yeah.
That's the main, like I said, that's the main component we need. We need to get some rain. If we get some rain, then all that kind of resolves itself. But right now, no word one way or the other,
No.
keeping an eye on it. And
Yep. But we are
proceeding-
moving forward,
Right.
moving forward. We have ordered the fireworks, and so that's where the community comes in. We do this every year. But one of my biggest things is I love fundraising for these fireworks, because I feel like we have so many families that some give $100, some give $20, some give $500, whatever the case may be. And it's so neat to be like, you're at the park watching the show, or around the outside of it, or whatever, or even from your house if you live close enough. And you're just like, you know what? I am invested in this show. Like, I helped pay for some of this. And I just feel like the community comes together, rallies around the fireworks, celebrates together our nation's independence. And I don't know, I just feel like it's one more way that it's a community City of Champions thing, like everyone kind of comes together. So
Yeah.
I think it's neat. So we are fundraising currently for fireworks. Call us at the chamber, 575-746-2744.
Very good. And then Lunch and Learn on Tuesday. Get signed up for that.
Yes.
Because that'll be a
Yes.
good one. All right.
Cool.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having
Jean.
us.
We'll see you soon.
And don't feel threatened by Paul's singing. It's a totally different area.
I feel
Coxi.
challenged. I'm coming for you.
Okay. All right.